How to make pothos trail beautifully. Have you ever seen a beautiful pothos cascading from a shelf or hanging basket and wondered how to get the same look? Pothos is naturally a trailing plant, but simply letting the vines grow doesn't always create a full and attractive display. Some vines may grow in one direction. Others may become tangled, uneven, or sparse. With the right light, placement, pruning, and a little guidance, you can encourage your pothos to develop long, balanced, and beautiful trailing vines. In this video, we'll look at simple ways to make your pothos trail beautifully and create a fuller, more natural-looking display. Let's get started. Nashar 1. Start with the right location. The location of your pothos can make a big difference. If you want long trailing vines, place the plant somewhere elevated. A shelf, plant stand, hanging basket, or tall cabinet can give the vines room to grow downward. This allows the stems to cascade naturally instead of spreading across a table. Choose a location that also provides good light. A beautiful trailing position won't help much if the plant is sitting in a dark corner. 2. Provide bright, indirect light. Light affects both growth and appearance. Pothos can tolerate lower light, but growth is usually stronger in bright, indirect light. Good light helps the plant produce new leaves and continue extending its vines. If light is too low, the plant may grow slowly and develop long spaces between leaves. Variegated pothos can also lose some of its pattern when light is insufficient. Place the plant near a bright window while protecting it from harsh, direct sunlight. Nashar 3. Give the vines room to fall. Once you've chosen the location, give the vines enough space. Don't push all the stems behind the pot or pile them together. Allow them to hang naturally. You can gently separate individual vines so they cascade in different directions. This creates a more balanced appearance. Try to avoid sharp bends. A soft, natural curve usually looks better and puts less stress on the stems. Number 4. Train the vines. Gently pothos doesn't need complicated training. You can simply guide a vine toward an open area where you want it to grow. If one side of the plant is becoming crowded, gently reposition a few stems. You can also use small plant clips to temporarily guide vines around a shelf or support. Never pull hard on the stems. Pothos vines are flexible, but they can still break if handled roughly. Nashar 5. Rotate the plant. If your pothos receives light mainly from one direction, the vines may all grow toward that light source. This can make the plant look unbalanced. Rotating the pot occasionally can help distribute growth. You don't need to turn it every day. A small rotation from time to time can encourage different parts of the plant to receive light. Over time, this can help create a more evenly distributed trailing display. Prune for a fuller look. If your goal is a beautiful full cascade, pruning can be very useful. When a vine becomes excessively long or sparse, trimming it can encourage new growth from nodes farther back on the stem. This can help prevent the plant from becoming a collection of long, bare vines. Don't remove healthy growth just for the sake of pruning. Instead, focus on stems that are overly long, damaged, or sparse. A few well-placed cuts can improve the overall shape. 7. Propagate the cuttings. Don't throw away healthy cuttings. Pothos is easy to propagate from stem cuttings. A cutting with a healthy node can be rooted in water or an appropriate growing medium. Once the cutting develops roots, it can be planted back into the same container. Adding rooted cuttings to the pot can create a fuller base and help produce a thicker-looking cascade. This is one of the easiest ways to turn a sparse pothos into a fuller plant. Nashar 8. Encourage growth. From different parts of the pot, a beautiful trailing plant usually looks better when growth isn't coming from only one point. If you have several rooted cuttings, distribute them around the container when planting. This gives the pot multiple growing points. As the vines develop, they can cascade in different directions. The result can look much fuller than a single long vine growing from one location. Number 9. Water consistently. Healthy trailing vines depend on healthy roots. Water your pothos when the plant needs it rather than following a strict calendar. Allow the appropriate portion of the potting mix to dry before watering again. Then water thoroughly and let excess water drain away. Avoid keeping the soil constantly wet. At the same time, repeated severe drought can slow new growth. Consistent watering helps the plant maintain steady growth. Number 10. Feed. During active growth. Pothos needs nutrients to continue producing leaves and extending its vines. During active growth, an appropriate balanced houseplant fertilizer can help support that development. Follow the recommended dilution and frequency. Avoid adding extra fertilizer because you want faster or longer vines. Too much fertilizer can cause salt buildup and damage the roots. Healthy nutrition should support growth rather than force it. 11. Keep the pot stable. As the vines become longer, the plant can become visually and physically top-heavy. Make sure the container is stable, especially if it's placed on a shelf. If you're using a hanging basket, make sure it is securely supported. Long vines may eventually become surprisingly heavy. A stable setup keeps the plant safe and prevents accidental falls. Number 12. Don't expect every vine to look the same. Natural growth isn't perfectly symmetrical. One vine may grow faster than another. Some leaves may be larger. Some stems may naturally curve in a different direction. That's okay. Trying to make every vine perfectly identical can create unnecessary work. A beautiful pothos usually looks best when the growth feels natural, layered, and slightly uneven. Common mistakes to avoid. There are a few things that can make a trailing pothos look less attractive. Don't keep it in very low light. Don't constantly rearrange the vines. Don't make sharp bends in the stems. Don't overwater to encourage faster growth. And don't prune healthy vines too aggressively. The goal is to guide and shape the plant while allowing it to grow naturally. A simple routine for beautiful trailing vines. Here's an easy routine you can follow. First, place the pothos in bright indirect light. Second, give the vines enough room to cascade. Third, gently guide stems when they become tangled. Fourth, rotate the plant occasionally for more balanced growth. Fifth, prune sparse or overly long sections when necessary. Sixth, propagate healthy cuttings and return them to the pot to create more growing points. Then, maintain healthy roots with proper watering and nutrition. Over time, the plant will become fuller, and the vines will naturally create a more beautiful cascade. Final thoughts. So how do you make pothos trail beautifully? Start with good light and a good location. Give the vines plenty of space to hang and gently guide them into the direction you want. Rotate the plant occasionally to encourage more balanced growth. When vines become sparse or overly long, prune strategically and propagate the healthy cuttings. You can even plant those cuttings back into the same container to create more growing points and a fuller cascade. Most importantly, don't try to make the plant perfectly symmetrical. Pothos looks beautiful when its vines flow naturally. With enough light, healthy roots, consistent care, and a little shaping, your pothos can gradually transform into a lush curtain of cascading leaves. Thank you for watching Plants Every Day. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple indoor plant care tips. Be sure to explore our Pothos Vines and Trailing playlist for more easy guides on growing longer, fuller, and more beautiful pothos vines. See you in the next video. Happy growing!